Leclerc scoring at the top of the Col de Pourtalet and consolidating his lead in the King of the Mountains. The riders were back in France with the major climbs of the Pyrenees to come, the Col Obisque, the Col de Tourmalet and the Col d'Aspin, not to mention the finish to the top.
Las imágenes corresponden ya a la subida del puerto del Pourtalet, 28 kilómetros de ascensión, y esas eran las diferencias marcadas casi a pie de puerto. 1.26 sobre González, 5.43 sobre Galicianin, 7.40 sobre Bordonali y 12 minutos sobre un pelotón en el que Pereira sufría esta caída que están ustedes viendo. Mientras que Arsenio González, también en solitario, intentaba sin éxito alcanzar la cabeza de carrera. Bordonali ya cedía en su esfuerzo, apenas si tenía un minuto de ventaja sobre un pelotón en el que, como puede apreciarse, no había variaciones en la situación.
Other riders a chance to attack and try and get a victory. And this man here, you're looking at Ugramov, is determined to do something in this race, which has been full of disappointment for him. So today, on stage 18, from Saint-Sauvier to Samignan-Nigo, he might well pull off the victory he has been looking for. He's been struggling with illness. He also got stuck behind that crash into Zamora when he lost about 40-odd seconds. He's been now tracked on this climb by two other riders from the Seiko team, Michel Bartoli and Paolo Forniciari. The whole act really came into being as the riders set on to the first climb of the Obisque. It was Ugramov that attacked on that first climb, some 50 kilometres from the start this morning on the stage, and he went up there. He'd already been with a breakaway group which included Bartoli, Ferrano, and they had set off together with Garcia Camacho and Serrano and Pascal Hervé at 30 kilometres. Ugramov had got to that group. After some 20-kilometre ride each side, it was time to say bye-bye, blokes, and off he went on the Obisque. So we're seeing Ugramov now really putting the pressure on the race today. The position then that Ugramov is in the lead. He went over the top of the Obisque ahead of Neil Stevens will have been covered, and this man will be virtually on his own for something approaching some 50 kilometres. A superb ride. I'm a great Ugramov supporter. I'm talking to Robert Miller, my co-commentator here, and he said perhaps you're the only one that supports him, David. Tell me why, Rob. What's about Ugramov that made you say that?
Well, unfortunately, the Russian riders don't have very good reputations. They're rather quiet people, very reserved, and Ugramov is one of them. He doesn't have many friends, but it's unfortunate because he's a very good rider.
Yeah, I remember this finish of the Tour de France last year when he and Pantani were up there second and third, and with Indrange smiling. He looked very glum indeed, you know. You thought...
Pereiro y Eladio Jiménez. Los escapados, los 9 delante en el descenso del Pourtalet. Y ahí está ese hombre estirando piernas, el ciclista del equipo sauniense.